We're going to win this trial. We're going to win this trial because he's innocent.
Diddy's lawyer appears confident that he's going to win this case. Despite all the evidence presented, there's a major reason behind their belief. Stay tuned until the end to find out why.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
He's already cooperating with the feds and has been, or not even the feds, the CIA, FBI, whatever it is.
So he's smart enough to work his magic. On top of that, this man right here, he's been involved with the FBI most of his career.
They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
This is why I asked if he's a fed. He's either arrogant to the point where it's like, nobody will catch me.
But they doing this to people for control. It's a power situation.
I'm gonna be honest, like, you know, a lot of my spirit had got lost through a lot of the things that I went through.
We turned it into a movement.
That dude that come out and ringmaster, I guess he the ringmaster because, you know, he do it big and he always put on a show. So Puffy is the ringmaster. They come out and big.
Puff came up and started dancing and started saying last train to Paris.
Who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
A lot of the things that he did from his mentor, and then he probably did it to the 10th power.
And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
And shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know.
The frequency is up. We're having a Club Love party. That's like a special private party that I throw, but you're invited. You're invited, Club Love.
We know each other. If I'm I'm not gonna be honest, I'm explosive. If I'm in trouble, I'm calling him for like strategic advice and we talk at a whole nother level.
Now if one person comes around and says, what the f are you doing? You're gonna lose it all?
And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
I need 16. Good to go. Yeah.
My view, a child victim who has somehow survived this.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and
private spaces, private after parties. Word had been spreading long before the arrest.
I didn't register the information yet.
There's always two parties. It's the public one that you know about and then it's a private one.
And our is fire, because this is what we do.
It's like the VIP or the high-end celebrities, they go in a house. Yeah, that's coming on.
Some speculated that Combs was looking to see whether Bieber was wearing a wire when he patted him down. It seemed a little awkward for sure.
Now, shouts out to Diddy's sons who look nothing like him. It's still in question. We don't really know what's going on. Oh, come on, man. Come on, dude.
Hey, come on in. Come on in here. Come on. There you go. What's your name?
And Puff said, I don't need no security because it was just personal friends. And then I picked him up. Kim nose taped up. He tried to say that she hit a table.
It would make sense he would be able to get away from it, or get away with it for so long because people would be afraid.
And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries.
You're actually named in the lawsuit.
During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel, a member of the hotel security staff intervened.
Tried to stop them, but was unable to de-escalate the situation. Cassie tried to run away.
And Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet.
P. Diddy has passed away today, and I'm talking about his entire career because things just got serious. So according to many news outlets and Twitter, P. Diddy paid $1 million for the assassination of Tupac. $1 million. Because all these courts have come out and said it.
Or even the security that carried his bag. It was called, he had a name for it. It was called the medicine bag.
Deny these charges, these accusations really throughout. Now they're officially charges. His attorney also before the indictment said that he's an imperfect person, but that he's not a criminal, again denying this. So,
but it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But
he never really got my number, so.
And just your whole family.
Absolutely. I'm so honored to be on this call. You know, I respect you so much. I always have, always will. What you've done for this planet, who you are.
Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now, I'll let Usher explain that to y'all.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
He came outside in his robe. She gave him a right there. His back was turned to me. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in the mouth.
We had a fire. We had a fire here.
You know, and a lot of more people know, didn't do you right.
I'm in with them. They're gonna protect me because I'm getting all the blackmail information on all these people for them.
But I wasn't there, but there's proof of it. At the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry.
And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent.
Did you ever go to a Diddy party?
Yes.
In the media
off the hook.
Off the hook?
And whenever they went into the quote-unquote alleged other section, I was never there.
As you can see, Fab is still shell-shocked.
I think in general, getting away from Diddy, no one can erase his legacy. Bad Boy Records and Faith Evans and Biggie.
Including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced.
I don't know what all that other is going on, or allegedly, but...
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Will Diddy be caught in the truth in the end? Or will he be able to get away again? I don't think Diddy will be able to slip out of jail like a bar of soap in the shower, baby oil on it, and go right by the guards. But legally, or maybe not so morally, this shows that it's not always about what you know, but who you know and how much you pay. Diddy has had problems with the authorities before. He reached a deal outside of court that made people wonder how much he was willing to pay to stay out of the spotlight.
New lawsuit filed by R&B singer Cassie. Word of a settlement overnight.
Since more and more serious charges are about to be brought against Diddy, it's hard to deny the claims that he threatened to silence possible witnesses. More and more people are saying that Diddy may have been forced or scared into giving evidence. And some sources think that important witnesses may be too afraid to speak out.
The indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral.
Diddy is said to have blackmailed, but also celebrities like Justin Bieber and Usher, who are close to him in personal and business settings. Could Diddy have leaked information about them to make sure they would stay loyal or keep quiet in the future? It makes sense because power plays happen a lot in the music business, and Diddy has means that most people don't because he's almost a billionaire. His business interests in Cîroc, Bad Boy Records, and Revolt TV have helped him build a huge wealth. This means that he might be able to change things outside of the recording studio. There are reports that Diddy might be able to buy judges or lawyers off with his money and change the way the courts work. In the end, it wouldn't be the first time that money was used to sway the court system in cases involving billions of dollars. This brings up the uncomfortable question of how far Diddy is willing to go to protect his business and stay out of trouble with the law.
Away financial support or housing by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance.
It's hard to say for sure that he isn't corrupt at a high level because of his lavish lifestyle, connections with some of the world's most powerful people, and huge wealth. Diddy has shown for a long time that he can handle tough situations. But now that he is facing serious legal charges and stories of a lot of illegal activities, many people are starting to wonder if even his huge wealth will be enough to keep him alive. His court problems could hurt his image, is that it makes you wonder if someone with that much money and power can really get justice. Will Diddy be caught in the truth in the end? or will he be able to get away again?
But you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Diddy's time in jail comes at a very important time in his career. He has a lot of power in a lot of different areas, but the accusations could have an effect on all of them. For instance, his work with the drink company Cîroc has been a huge success, but the bad news about Diddy could really hurt the brand's image. Not only could this be bad for Cîroc, but it could also be bad for his relationship TV network, which markets itself as a voice for young people and culture. Diddy's image in the music business is also tied to the artists he has worked with in the past, many of whom he helped become famous, like Usher, Justin Bieber, and Lil Kim.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Diddy may be using private information or threats to keep these skills hidden, which is a very big worry. If it came out that Diddy had a hand in getting these celebrities to work together, it would hurt their names and make people question whether they should continue to do so. What if Bieber and Usher's lies about Diddy make them feel like they have to stay quiet? The entertainment business is notoriously cruel, and Diddy is no stranger to power plays thanks to his many ties and large fortune. It's easy to see Diddy using the same method on possible witnesses in his court case if he has really been able to get people close to him to do what he wants. Important witnesses might not appear if they are threatened, bribed, or scared. This would make it harder for the lawyers to build a strong case against him. Besides that, there are claims that Diddy may have an effect on lawyers. Some people think that Diddy, who is almost a billionaire, could buy judges or pay lawyers to change the outcome of his case, even though it may seem unlikely. When there are so many things at stake and so much money at stake, it is impossible to ignore the risk of corruption. They are known for being some of the best lawyers in the business because so much money is at stake.
We're going to win this trial. We're going to win this trial because he's innocent.
Can they, however, tip the scales of justice in his favor? Another factor at play is how much attention Diddy has gotten from the people over the years. People have long been interested in his relationships with other famous people in the entertainment and music industries. His arrest has renewed interest in his power and how far he will go to keep his image. Even though Diddy has been in trouble with the law before, he has been able to keep his company going. This shows how good a businessman he is, but it also makes me wonder what information has been kept from the public. If you have enough money, you can forget about a lot of things, but in this case, the charges against him might be too strong to ignore. It's really amazing to see how quickly Diddy became famous. In his early years at Bad Boy Records, he helped make stars like Mary J. Blige and the Notorious B.I.G. Thanks to his smart business sense, he went from being a music mogul to a culture icon by making successful moves into fashion.
A day earlier, Combs seen out and about in New York with his family, seemingly in good spirits. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering conspiracies.
Make profitable partnerships and keep up with changes in a field that is changing quickly. But having a lot of power also means being successful and wanting to abuse it. Diddy is said to have used threats and blackmail to keep people under his control, which points to a darker side of his business that is being closely looked at right now. Not only does the idea that Diddy might use money and power to change the outcome of his trial worry the people involved, but it also worries people who trust the court system. If Diddy got away with a crime, even though there was a lot of evidence against him, it would send a strong message that money can buy freedom, no matter what the crime is. Not only would this make powerful people feel better about themselves, but it would also make people less trusting of the justice system. It would be just as bad for the entertainment business. Diddy's wealth might let him get away with things, which could set a bad example for other rich celebrities and business moguls who might think they are above the law. Diddy, on the other hand, he has been in trouble, lost money, and gone through personal loss. Some people in Diddy's business think that he might be able to use his current situation as a chance to make things right. He might pose as a supporter of legal reform. He could then use his position to push for changes to the legal system. But for this to happen, Diddy would have to directly address the claims and take real responsibility, which he has not done at all so far. He wouldn't have to give in and keep quiet about his actions and the things that happened that got him arrested. He would have to be open and honest about them. If he went this route, he might keep his power in the field and fix his public image. That strategy is risky, but Diddy's past makes it seem like it might not be impossible. No matter what happens, the outcome of Diddy's court case will have a big impact. If he is set free, it could make people think that rich and important people don't have to answer for their actions. Also, if there is proof of bribes or corruption, it could make the court system less trustworthy. But if Diddy is held responsible for what he did, it could serve as a message to other important people in the business that money can't keep them out of trouble with the law. As this case goes on, there are still a lot of questions. What will Diddy do to protect his business? What effect effect, if any, would his huge wealth have on the outcome of his trial? The most important question might be, will justice be done, or is this just another case of a powerful person avoiding responsibility? Litigation against Diddy is still going on, and everyone is waiting to see how this story ends. In the end, Diddy's situation is more difficult than a private scandal. It's a reflection of the bigger power structures in society, in the entertainment business. Because he is now almost a billionaire, he has power that no one else has, but that power comes with duties. No one knows for sure if Diddy will take responsibility for what he did or use his money to get away with it again. As the court cases go on, everyone will be left thinking whether justice will win in the end or whether money is the best form of freedom.